Hey, it's Alicia Kay, and today I am going to be tackling a project that I've been wanting to do for a while as part of making my home work for me. A couple months ago, I did a video of rearranging my bookshelves, and now I'm going to be tackling my problem closet. So this closet behind me is maybe the biggest problem area in my home. It kind of is where everything goes when I don't know what to do with it, but then also it gets too cluttered. It's also where I store things that I'm going to get rid of as I'm like, oh, I need to get rid of this. And then I normally save up until I have a whole box of things to take and donate at the local thrift store or do whatever I'm going to do with it. So this is kind of like a catch-all. It's also where I store all of my holiday items for, whatever holiday I might want to decorate for. It's also where I store all my camping gear. And there's just a lot of stuff in here. And it needs to work a little better for me because it is so hard to get to the things I need. And there's a lot of stuff in there that I don't actually need. So I'm going to go ahead and try to clean it out today. First step is going to be taking everything out and seeing what we have, and then going through everything and deciding what can stay and go back in the closet and what we will be getting rid of. This is a fun thing that exists in my closet. It's an old popcorn bag that I was saving because, this is the not glamorous side of, trying to reduce your waste, right? Is, saving actual trash so that I can reuse it for my, dirty paint water. Because what I do is I fill my actual trash with litter, kitty litter, and then I pour my paint water in there so that paint water is not going into the drain and clogging up my drain or getting microplastics into the water system. So, yeah. This item is another fun one because it's just bits of flooring that I don't want to throw away because it's brand new flooring, but also doesn't match the floor we currently have because the floor in our kitchen has had to be replaced 3 times in the last year and a half. That's another story for a different time. But basically, no one can do it right. So now I just have random bits of flooring that I don't know what to do with. And I can't use it. And I don't know where to take it. I don't know if I could take it to Habitat for Humanity or one of those stores. I don't know if they would take, there's literally only 3 things of it. So I don't know what to do with it. not sure what to do with is like a lock that I don't remember the combination to, and old keys. Although, maybe I should keep some of these old keys if I could remember what they go to. I know one of these keys is the keys to my sister's apartment that she does still live in. And I think one of them is the key to my parents' house. So maybe I should actually keep the keys, if I could figure out which one is actually the key to my parents' house. Excuse me, Brandon. Excuse me. Can you help me for a second? I've trapped myself.
You did actually trap yourself.
I did trap myself.
What do
Can
you
you
do?
take these?
Yeah.
Thank you. I didn't mean to, but it just happened. Okay. The camera stopped recording mid clean out. But basically here is what the closet is looking like now, with everything except for, like I said, boxes on this side is out. There's a peek at the mess. This side is completely empty except for this like chest that I made when I was a teen. And I will be taking this out as soon as I like have a place to put it. And also I moved the Bosu ball that was like blocking my way. So now I'm gonna go sort through all of that stuff. Okay, I've started putting stuff back in the closet as I'm sorting through stuff. So there is some stuff in there now. Just like one camping thing, and I put the shelves back in, and I tried putting the shelves like under the rail, and we'll just see how it goes. So I'm putting stuff back in there just as it calls out to me, and I'm going to see if this new organization that I'm thinking of works. Home for some is the peace that comes from a star-filled sky on a cloudless night. The wonder they feel in a forest so quiet and still. The feeling of awe from a mountain vista far makes them feel at home. They're searching for something that abides in their heart, a peace that connects them with the world at large and makes them feel at home. Home for some is the humility that comes from a roaring ocean on a bright, clear day. The serenity they feel in an open, empty field. The feeling of calm from mountain river song makes them feel at home. They're searching for something that abides in their heart, a peace that connects them with the world at large and makes them feel at home. Was it the chirp of birds? Was it the green, green grass? Was it the thundering rain? Or was it you, the bonny lass? The spring come fast, the creeks run clear, the wind it blew and oh, the memory is dear, and maybe I'll never know why it was, what made it come as
as if it really was, but it was so wonderful. Was it the chirp of birds? Was it the green, green grass? Was it the thundering rain? Or was it you, the bonny lass? But it was so wonderful and like living a dream.
Okay, it is day 2. I didn't intend for this to span over multiple days, but here we are. I just couldn't finish yesterday. I started feeling like sick to my stomach. I got too hot. I was moving around too much and hadn't eaten enough. So here it is, day 2. We're going to finish it today. And I'm going to leave the AC on. It's not currently going, and hopefully it doesn't make too much noise. But I'm going to sacrifice a little bit of audio quality so that I hopefully don't end up feeling sick to my stomach because it got too hot. And also I have my headphone in because I'm going to listen to my audiobook while I do this. I did this a little bit yesterday too. I'm listening to Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. So that's the plan. Let's get this done.
Stand in the sun, feel its warm hug for you. Open your eyes, see the light shine on you. The sun, it shines for you. The stars and moon do too. They see their light reflected in you. You can live a honey life, so sweet and soft and gold. Will feel like warm sunshine to you. Rise from the dark, leave it behind. Turn towards the sun, hear how it calls you. The sun, it shines for you. The stars and moon do too. They see their light reflected in you. Let it lead your soul. Let it be your strength.
I'm so excited with how this is turning out. I only have a pile of cords left. A very scary pile of cords. And then some suitcases that I'm actually not sure if we're keeping or if they need to go in the get rid of pile because they're very old. There is some stuff that was like being stored inside the suitcase, but I found a box that I'm going to try to fit everything that's in the suitcase in the box and then figure it out from there. But honestly, like, I know you can't see a whole ton because this closet is kind of hard to capture on camera, but it is looking so much better, and I'm really stoked with how it's going, and I'm so close. I might even have space to move other things in here that are like in other places, which would be amazing. Like if this could be really truly become like stuff I don't use that often, and I could get some of the stuff that I don't use often that's like in other places into here. That would be amazing. So one of the fun things, I can't remember if this part ended up like being recorded or not, because yesterday the camera stopped recording by itself. But this is one of the things, it's very dusty. I had a box and it had all my old work stuff from a previous job, and I was let go from that position. The company essentially went under, so like everybody who worked there except for like the CEO one day just got an email and was like, "You're gone. Only the CEO and a couple other people are going to stay to wrap things up." So I took my computer back to the office and it was in a box, and then they shipped that box back to me. So now I have like all of my old stuff, and I really don't know what to do with it.
I rode my horse into town 2 days ago. I shot the sheriff dead for looking at me square. My woman done left me without a penny to my name, and I'm living like I've got nothing to lose. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man, and I'm living fast. I get my kicks off living when others die. I get my thrills off looking dead men in the eye. I know I'm bound to die, so I kill to make me feel alive.
Okay, it is officially done. I'm so excited with how it turned out, and I will do some close-ups in a second. I'm excited to show you what it looks like. This honestly was a really great project for me, and I have a lot of stuff I need to get rid of, and I have a lot of other spaces in my home that aren't quite working. But instead of trying to do it like all at once, I've been trying to tackle small areas like the closet and just do a little bit at a time, get a little bit more organized. That way it's a little bit less overwhelming. And there is still stuff in here that I need to take and dispose of. Most of it needs to go to the thrift store. Some of it needs to be taken to like Best Buy for recycling. Just things that need to be taken care of that I haven't been able to do yet, but will be happening in the near future. So without further ado, let's do some up close shots. Okay, when we just look in the doorway, the first thing we see is the ironing board and the vacuum, and there's actually a little bit more space to walk into the closet, which is what I'm doing now. So once we're in here, on the left hand side up top is like boxes. So we have a clock that is a really nice clock that I keep the box for, so that when we move, it's just easier. And then another box that I keep again for like ease of moving. Yeah, it's just easier to keep those. I don't have a ton of them, but there's a couple things that it's just so much easier if I keep those boxes just for things like that. This is my like hope chest. I'm doing air quotes because it's like it's like a box that I made when I was a teenager for like potential future children. Let's see if maybe that's a better angle. I don't know. And it just has like blankets and stuff in it. And I don't have kids, but some of it's also like stuff from my childhood. And it is very, very light. So that's why I kind of was able to put it up top here. Because it is like a wooden box, but it's like pine or something. And it's very, very light. Everything in there is very, very light. So it went up top very easily. And then we have the laptop graveyard. And this is one of the things that, like, over time, I'm going to go through and get rid of some of these laptops. I'll probably start with this Mac that's right there. Because it's a little blurry. Because that's the one I used for the least amount of time. And not all of these, like, are mine. / like, or maybe I'll start with this one because this was a work computer. I don't know. But I will go through these. And, like, I think the work computer and the Mac will be the easiest to deal with because I didn't really keep anything on my work computer. And the Mac is just, I didn't use it for more than a couple months because it broke really quickly. Because I bought it refurbished and they actually didn't do a good job of refurbishing it. And then down from there we have backpacks that I don't use often. And then this is a box of cords. A lot of these cords go with the computers. So as we go getting rid of computers, we will go also getting rid of cords that go with those computers. And then an extra like surge protector. And then underneath that, and where the vacuum is leaning up against, these are all the boxes of Christmas, Halloween, and we have a couple Thanksgiving things as well. Just seasonal things that we don't need to get to super often, so it doesn't matter if there's, like, they're a little bit harder to get to because we get to them like it feels like a lot when the season comes, but really it's only like once a year I need this box, once a year I need this box, and once a year just once a year I need all those boxes. And then back to center, to the right hand side, we'll start on the bottom with this one. We have a clothes drying rack that we can bring out and open up and hang dry clothes. We have a Bosu ball, and then we have our camping sleeping pads hanging, and then our sleeping bags. And this is because you are supposed to store sleeping bags, sleeping pads, things like that. I don't know if you're supposed to do tents too. I don't really care about the tent I have right now because I need to get a new one. But these, even though these are old, well, these aren't old. These were, we purchased last season. But both of these sleeping bags are like over a decade old. And I definitely need new ones, but I'm still trying to preserve the life of the ones I have for as long as I can. And this is a tip I learned from Miranda Goes Outside, is to leave them and hang them loose because it's better for them to like be hanging like this than to be all wrapped up. And then behind those, in the very back, is the wood from my floor that I didn't know what to do with. So that's just kind of hiding in the back there. And then we have the shelves. And this is another little stack of stuff that I didn't really go through and process everything. But I want to go through because it's like a lot of pictures and stuff and things that I want to hang. Like this one on top, we did have hanging for a long time. It's a map of Hyrule. But it fell off the wall. I like knocked it on the wall because it was right above the light switch, and I knocked it off the wall and the frame broke, and I just haven't bought a new frame for it yet. So that's kind of what that is. Below that we have my iron and then like food storage. Yeah, like some just in case random selections of food storage. And these are things that we would eat, like honestly freeze-dried strawberries. I would just snack on those. Or, like, these things also really good for camping or backpacking So it's not like they will never be used. It's just also like a little bit of extra security. I don't know. It's just stuff we have. And then back here we have like a root beer making kit that I got my husband for Christmas and a couple other things. And then as we move down, we have just like stuff I need to get rid of mostly. Like this bag is all cords that I need to take to Best Buy to recycle. And then on the shelf below that, we have like a box that's full of books and clothes and puzzles, and everything on that lower shelf needs to go and be donated somewhere. So that's what it looks like. Honestly, I'm really happy with it. Oh, I forgot to do up here. We have a canner because, like, along with the stuff I have food storage here, I also like to can, especially when we go and we like get extra produce from things. I then like bring it home, can it, and then we eat it throughout. And then this is something that my in-laws gave us that is like kind of 3 days worth of meals in a can, but also like not. I don't know how to describe it. Besides, like, there's a pattern where it's like, here's what you could eat, and it's like enough to survive for 3 days, but you are gonna be kind of miserable about it. But if shit hits the fan, then like it's better than nothing. And then we have some books and binders and a monitor. Like I said earlier, I'm so happy with how this turned out. Thank you for coming along for this journey. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more videos in making my homework for me, organization, things like that. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.